Morning, Mr. Squire.
Better speak with your mouth full. Right. It's nice to see you all. Welcome to this week's meeting of West Business Forum. My usual spiel is that I'm the chairman. It's my job to see you through the agenda. And at this stage, I ask the leadership team to be upstanding, please, and introduce yourselves.
Morning, I'm Vincent. I am the membership coordinator, something like that, and also I'm the official timekeeper.
Morning, everybody. I'm Brian, Social Secretary.
Good morning, I'm Scott, your meeting secretary, and the handsome face of live chat.
Morning guys, Ben, Education Coordinator.
Good morning all. Terry, I do a membership and recruitment, and I'm the membership coordinator.
I was at one line then. I chair the membership committee.
You do? And the bell.
Right.
You're not the handsome face of live chat.
No.
Right. Now that we've got that all sorted, thank you for your extra contributions this morning. Please be seated. Let's get on with the meeting. Right. Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome back Nick Mitchell as he struggles to get back with his coffee. Well, welcome, Nick. It's nice to see you back a second time. Right. Let's get on with the meeting. First up is the Performance League. Scott, bring us up to date.
Do Aidan? I certainly shall. So on the chart this week we have 3 weeks of the month recorded already. Today is the last meeting of November, so make sure ASAP you get you get all of your virtual forms in, because then we can tally this one up and announce the winner next week. But as it stands, it's a great month. Lots of members who have pushed beyond that benchmark that we aim for. But right there at the top, in third place with 161 points, many months that would be a winning score. Third place is Terry. Second place, 204 points, is myself. But the current leader, 208 points, is Matt Bell.
Well done, Matt. Moving on, the education slot. Ben.
Thank you very much. Okay, so how much do you think you really listen?
What?
So this could be when you're just having general chit chats, very conversations. Maybe you're having a chat with your partner, whether it's with your children, or if it's during a meeting. Are you actually listening, or are you worrying about what you're going to be saying, or worrying about things like what you're going to have for dinner and things? So our brain does work in very strange ways. So I'm going to read a little passage for you now. And then I'm going to ask a couple of questions afterwards, so I want you to listen closely. The train, heading north, struck the lorry on the level crossing. The lorry slewed round at a right angle, struck the car, and it was pushed sideways. Fruit was spilled onto the road. The hooter was still sounding. The man had a terrible gash in his head. There was blood everywhere. The woman was lying very still, and the police were called and they were taken to hospital. Now, that obviously does sound quite dramatic, but I'm going to just ask a couple of questions now to see how much of your brain actually really listened. So, the question number 1, and I want you to think whether it's true, false, or you can't say. The train pushed the lorry sideways. Is that true? Is it false? Or don't you know? Can't say. What do you reckon? A, B, or C?
I can't say.
So A, true. Can't say.
Yeah.
Can't say. Well, the actual answer is B. It's false.
I'll push it forward.
Yeah. So, question number 2. The train sounded its hooter. Is that true, false, or you can't say? You can't say. Okay, the next one. The man was bleeding badly. Is that true, false, or you can't say? You actually can't say. there. And finally, we'll do an easy one for you. The train was heading north. Is that true, south, or you can't say?
True.
It's very true. That was actually said. The train heading north. So that is true. So just goes to show. I mean, don't get me wrong. When I first did this exercise, I got every single one of the questions wrong there. So, but it just goes to show that when we're listening to what people say, our brains will make assumptions to fill in the gaps of what we don't actually listen to. Now, it's really easy to, while we're in a meeting, to actually help us to listen by making notes of what people are saying. But if you're actively listening while you're having your conversations, and again, whether that is at home, with your partner, with your children, or in business, or if you're talking to customers, make a real effort to try and listen to their wants or needs. And during the meeting, use the other things we have, like making notes and really listening to your fellow members, because you could really provide that dream referral if you just listen a little bit harder. Thank you for listening.
Where was this accident?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Terry, do we have any membership matters to report to the assembled multitude?
Not today, but very shortly.
Right. Okay. So, that brings us ever closer to the 60-second round. What I'm going to do as usual is pass around the business card box, check it, take out any you need for referral, and make sure you're adequately represented in there. Right. 60-second round. Vince, as I said, is the timekeeper, so you will hear him with that after 50 seconds and after 60. The Oscar was won by Leanne, who's got a day today, which might include listening to everybody and awarding the Oscar at the end of the 60-second round. So let's get moving. Leanne will go first, so that she can listen carefully to the rest of you, and she will be followed by Tina.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Leanne, the interior designer for the group, and I create amazing spaces for my clients. I have a passion for interior design and maximising a room's potential. Interior design is important for your mental health as well. It's important that you feel comfortable in each space. So with my creative know-how, everyday living can become more enjoyable, functional and beautiful. You see, I love to see a home come together and to create life in a home with stunning spaces. From one room to a whole house, I can provide you with the design and the know-how to implement the design yourself, or I can take it through from the design to planning to the finish. You see, I put the other room back in your room. That's Leanne of Brooklyn Interiors.
Thank you, Leanne. Tina, you're next, followed by
Good morning, everybody. I'm Eva Lee and I come from Gold Liberty Executive Services. I offer a secretarial and admin service. A couple of weeks ago, I put myself forward to a virtual assistance PA Life Award, and I'm coming up, as found out Monday, I'm in the final 3. So I'll let you know next week how I get on. So that's me, Tina, Liberty Executive Services. I'm not a 9 to 5, I'm a staff. Can we do? Well, that's what Terry said, but I don't know how it works because I've never sort of applied for this before.
Well, if you find out, put it on the thing, we'll all do it.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Tina. Mel, you're next, and Mike's going to follow.
Good morning, everybody. Melissa Jackson, Headway Francis, licensed insolvency practitioner, assisting companies and individuals in financial distress. One of the many insolvency processes that I deal with is bankruptcy. And this is a process for individuals. Bankruptcy is a court-driven process. So, as a creditor, somebody that's owed money, by a bankrupt, you petition the court, and the court makes an order making that person bankrupt. What happens then is that the official receiver is appointed as receiver and manager, and then a trustee, somebody like myself, takes over and deals with the bankruptcy estate. Bankruptcy only lasts for 12 months. It used to be 3 years many years ago. So you actually get your discharge at the end of 1 year. Bankruptcy enables me as trustee to deal with all of the assets, including matrimonial homes. So if you know anybody who is potentially facing bankruptcy or wants to know an alternative to avoid it, please put them in touch. That's Melissa Jackson or Kevin Francis. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much indeed. Mike Skinner, followed by Brian Peter.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Mike.
So, I want to give a short warning to companies thinking about adding more video to their marketing. Making a video can be hard work. You're going to have to prepare yourself and your topics. You're probably going to have to prepare a location to some degree. You might have to talk to a camera, perhaps over and over again. It's going to take up your time and it's going to cost you money. So they're the downsides. But it will be heard by your customers. It will drive more business to your website and it will convert more potential customers into sales. And I can only show what you've already achieved with your business, but you've done the hard work and you've built a business you know is good. I can help people see it that perhaps wouldn't have otherwise. How many of us shop around through every possible option when they're looking to buy something? You want to be the company that jumps out from the crowd, catches people's eye, and you can do that with good media on your pages. So any businesses you know wanting to look great online, please pass me their details. It's Mike at Blackwater Media.
Thank you, Mike. Brian, you're followed by Toby.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Brian Peter, hypnotherapist, Pilgrim Therapy. A few weeks ago, a lady came to me and she said she was convinced that she's got cancer. She had all the tests, including the colonoscopy. Everything was clear, but she could not get it out of her mind that she had it. So she had a few sessions, so she was well aware of the feeling of the trance state. And I said, if I ask your subconscious to scan your body from the inside, will you accept the result? And she said, yes. So the result was no cancer. And she said, well, when she finished the session, she said, that was half an hour ago. It could have come in that half hour after the scan. So it seemed pointless trying to convince her she's got it. So I did the reverse and convinced her she had got cancer. And she's got a 14-year-old daughter who had a brain tumour at 9 months. And the picture I created in her mind was that she was in her bed and her mother dying, and the 14-year-old girl with the brain tumour was saying, Mummy, please don't go, nobody can look after me. And that turned it round for her, and she's now convinced she has not got cancer. So Brian Peter, therapist, Pilgrim Hypnotherapy. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Toby, you're followed by Ben.
Good morning, everybody. Toby Jackson. As some of you may have noticed, I was not here last week because I was away on a course completing my certification. As a result, I am now a certified practitioner of neurolinguistic programming, which I'm very pleased with. In actual fact, it says here, has completed the practitioner level training in neurolinguistic programming and has demonstrated the highest degree of competency and skill in the techniques, patterns and concepts of NLP. For those of you who don't know, NLP is, if you like, an instruction manual for the mind. It's a way of modelling how we encode, how we transfer, how we modify behaviour to create success. And I'm now actually one of less than 50 people in the world that are qualified in NLP and motivational maths. So I'm very proud of that. So yeah, that's me, Toby Jackson, doing mind stuff. Ow!
Mind your foot then, mate. You did.
Mind over matter.
Only 50 people in the world could have done that. Thank you very much, Toby. Ben, you're next, followed by Terry.
Good morning, guys. Ben Golding from Utility Warehouse. Now, UW already offers the cheapest energy available in the UK. Plus, when people bundle services together with their mobile, broadband, and our boiler cover, they're going to save even more. And we love to give free money away. In fact, everyone loves free money, so I've got some to give away here. So if you'd like to take one, pass one down, and again, take one and pass one down. We love to give away money, and we offer homeowners taking at least 2 services, £100 bill busting boost, 3 services or more, £200 bill busting boost off their second bill. So, this week I'm looking for people who want the cheapest energy and save money with the UK's cheapest, most trusted, and after this week when we won another award for best company, awarded utility company, and get free money with our bill busting boost. Ben Golding, Utility Warehouse.
Only 2p.
Sorry, you can have a 10p one.
Ben Bill Boost. Brilliant, brilliant. Ben, thank you. Right, Terry, you're next, followed by Stuart.
Thanks, Aidan. Good morning, everybody. Terry Manning, TM Law Solicitors. A couple of weeks ago, I spent about 4 whole days renewing my personal injury panel application. And basically, it's a Law Society accreditation. It used to last every 5 years, so 4 days wasn't too bad. And they've reduced it to every 2 years. They mean they want to get more money out of you. Anyway, I've done all of that, and that's all going through, which is lovely. So, I've also finished about 3 personal injury cases lately, tripping cases. And they take ages, 2, 3, 4 years, sometimes these cases, they drop off the end, they're finished. So I need you all to look out for some people who are walking around injured, moaning they've been injured, signs of injury. Yeah, I've got Toby signed up at one. I need some new personal injury clients, please. So look out for them. I've got my accreditation again for the umpteenth time. And I've got space for new personal injury clients, because these ones have dropped off the end. They didn't hurt, they've dropped off the end. Terry Mayland, TM Law.
Thank you, Terry. Stuart, you're followed by Vincent.
Good morning, everybody. Stuart from LG Networks. We work quite a lot with IT providers, managed service providers, small IT support companies. Now, a lot of those will actually do quite a lot of services that we do. There have been quite a few areas where we overlap. Actually, rather than see that as competition, I actually like to see that as a place where we can possibly collaborate. Although we may overlap on quite a few services, there will definitely be things that we do that they don't, and likewise things that they do that we don't. So what I'd like to ask for is for introductions, please, to IT support companies. Preferably, the smaller, the better. Actually, if we can get an IT support man, a one-man band even, or a very small company, that's actually more likelihood that we can help each other out rather than big IT support companies that quite often do too much with what we do. So if you know, please, any small IT support people, I don't mean small, I mean of any size, it doesn't matter, I'm not, no point in their stature, but yeah, small IT support businesses, please get in touch with me, Stuart at LG Networks.
Stuart. Vincent, you're followed by Hannah.
This is going to be good.
No,
this is going to be brilliant.
no, it's really
Hang on, I'll give you time for you.
Time starts about 10 seconds.
I'm sure it'll be good.
I'm going to look stupid just for the sake of this.
What's new?
Santa is busy in his workshop preparing festive gifts for all the good boys and girls. So now is also the time to start thinking about Speak Print printed non-denominational paper festival cards. Please. It's a great way to say thank you to your clients, suppliers and friends. They're printed on 400-gram silkboard with a glossy laminated finish. They even come supplied with, wait for it, greeting cards envelopes in a snowy white colour to complement the festive season. Actually, all our envelopes are white all year round, but we won't dwell on that. We can print from 25 cards for those of you with no plans, up to over 1,000 for those really popular ones amongst you. I can't think of anyone here that fits that bill, but you may know someone. In which case, that will be a jolly, holly good referral. How are we doing on time?
10 seconds.
Brilliant. Remember, Christmas cards for Christmas, not just for life. You print it, we ink it, and a Merry Printmas to you all.
I was talking, it wasn't good.
I think Stuart should win it.
Thank you, Vincent. He's also available for bar mitzvahs and things like that. Yeah, okay. Hannah, you're next, followed by Jane.
A bit hard to follow that up, but I'm Hannah from HFO Media, helping businesses go through social media platforms. It's been Christmas rush this week, apart from obviously the Black Friday. One thing that I've been trying to target some of my clients to do is user-generated content. 92% of customers want to see a video review. If people can't get the customers to do a review, a before, during and after video can do. Two main trends that I've been trying to get other people to do as well is the 12 days of Christmas, showing different ways of your business that goes, and Christmas jokes. Can be as cheesy as you want, but it doesn't even have to be related the main part of the Christmas video, but as long as you've got just a little bit of a hint of Christmas at the end, that'll do. So if you know anyone that needs a bit of Christmas help, or even just any business, that'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. Jane, you're followed by John Hammond.
Hello everybody, Jane Mannion from the English Cream Tea Company. So do you remember the famous John Lewis advert with the man on the moon? Mm-hmm. So a solitary, sad person who was watching out as everybody else was having a good time, and until a little girl sent him something by balloons, he didn't get it. Well, you may know the equivalent of the man on the moon. Maybe a lady, it might be an auntie, an uncle or grandpa, and they are on their own. And I have a remedy without you sending a gift up by balloons. I've got the Scone of the Month Club. So this is either bi-monthly or every month of the year, a small gift going out. So every month it could be 3 scones or scones, toppings, jam, tea, and they change every month. There's no month that is the same. So this month we sent out mincemeat scones with fresh mincemeat with brandy and clotted cream. But if you know somebody that would really be cheered throughout the year, knowing that you are remembering them and touching base, consider the Scone of the Month Club subscription. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Jane. John Hammond, he will be followed by Walter Liu.
Good morning, everybody. I'm John Hammond from JMH Technology. We install all your electronic security needs, whether it's access control, barriers, doors, or even CCTV. But we also maintain these systems, and there's no point paying for a good CCTV system and not having it maintained. Because the first time you come to view the recordings, you find that the cameras are there. Especially if you've got it sat in the back office somewhere and not looking at the camera. Or it could be that they're just filthy, and you just can't see anything through the camera. So we can offer a service, cleaning and maintaining your system, to make sure you've got the evidence required when it happens. Because like Ben was saying about listening to what's being said, people's witness statements are notoriously unreliable. They remember what they think they remembered, not what actually happened. And CCTV helps there, but it's got to be working. So if you know anyone who's got a CCTV system, just put our name forward. We can maintain it at a cost-effective price. That's John Hammond from JMH Technology, applying technology.
Paul, you're followed by Matt.
Good morning, Paul Lou, Red Vine Limited Communications Agency. We help businesses communicate clearly and effectively. Right, hands up, who here can speak a language other than English?
Moving.
Very well. Everybody probably could do with having their hand up, because when we're experts in a business and industry, we speak a different language. Paul Booth might talk about IHT. If you're not an accountant, you might not know what IHT is. Stuart might talk about Cat5 cables, nothing to do with pussycats. It's all about high-speed internet. Vince might talk about bleeding and cropping. But that's Vince. The thing is all industries, all businesses have got their own language. And when you're trying to communicate with people that aren't in that industry, using that language can be massively alienating. So what do we do at Red Vine? We help translate your language of your business into clear, concise, understandable English. Paul Lou, Red Vine Limited, Communications Agency, helping businesses communicate clearly and effectively.
Paul, Matt, you're followed by Scott.
Good morning, everyone. Matt Barry from Blue Seraph. So, as well as obviously coming up with all the creative ideas that we do for our clients, whether it's branding, advertising, digital, all kinds of things, we obviously have to use the tools to create the final product. So it's really important that we engage with training, we keep up to date, and probably in our industry, it's one of the most fast-growing areas of software, and we have to keep up to date with it. Just to reel off, we work with Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, After Effects, MailChimp, Figma, XD, Sketch, all the Microsoft products, then Jura, Bright, Monday, ClickUp, all of these various different products, not only for project management, but for design, for video, for branding, for all kinds of things. And it's really important that we keep up to date. So we do constant training, and this last week we had training in Figma, which is sort of really taking the kind of the digital and web design side of the world by storm in the way that it's approached, a very online collaborative thing. So we're always up to date with all of the stuff. So for all of your design needs, come to Lucep. Thank you.
Right, Scott, you're followed by me, and I am followed by Paul Booth.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. Scott from SEO, all kinds of internet website work. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a summary of what my last 7 days have looked like. Yesterday, day before, I launched a project that I think originated via Paul, possibly with Toby. Worked on it with Matt, but a company called ThinkNext, so their consultancy, have a new website which they're absolutely delighted with. Spent yesterday afternoon visiting my largest clients, reviewing what we do for them and how we can move forwards. They've signed a nice retainer contract with me for the forthcoming year or two, so that was very good. Also had a bit of an obscure project request come in. Will I build an adult website with live camera girls and video, which I declined. Could have been fun for a little while, but actually, no, business hat said no, thank you very much. But a very strange week this week.
Mike wants to do pictures of it.
Yeah. Sorry, Mike. Yeah.
Did they ask you to star in it as well?
Who's the handsome
Code name Deep Throat. Right. Let's go. Thank you.
He said deep throat.
No thanks.
Aidan Squire from TM Law. A new client this week wants a commercial lease for premises that's going to be let out as a vape shop. What it's for is relatively insignificant. What's important is it's only part of a building. It's only part commercial, the rest are flats. It's a complicated layout. So access, service charges, tenants' obligations, excluding the Landlord and Tenant Act, all are of fundamental importance. That's no problem. That's what we do. Surely that's equally no problem for you guys to find me owners of commercial premises who want to let them out and need a professionally prepared lease. That's Aidan Squire from TM Law. Paul Booth, last of the members.
Morning, Paul Booth, I'm Booth & Co, Chartered Certified Accountant based in Brentwood. Got a client who's got a limited company in Isle of Man, and this limited company owns land in the UK. And under the Register of Overseas Entities, they now have to register in the UK at Companies House to say who the beneficial owner of that Isle of Man company is. We hadn't done one before. The client has already got a quote from elsewhere for £1,700. We did it for £500. There's a set process you have to go to, but we learned on the job. We did it pretty quickly. So there are a lot of firms that charge a lot more. So I'm looking for clients that need this declaration on the Register of Overseas Entities. Paul Booth from Booth & Co, minimise tax, maximise wealth.
Thank you, Paul. Right, that's the end of the members' contributions. Nick,
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm Nick Mitchell. I'm a payments consultant working with Dojo. I'm helping people to upgrade their payment terminals and services. This is the terminal that we provide to businesses. Anyone that takes our terminal also has access to payment links with a 7-day pre-authorization, online checkout at a much more competitive rate, than you'll see with a lot of e-commerce sites. As you'll see on the leaflets that I've popped around the tables, we could spend up to £3,000 to break you out of a bad contract. So, and as the name suggests, you know, being a payments consultant, we will actually have a look at what existing systems are in place, review what rates are in place, and then make our offering more bespoke to you as a business. It's not something that's just a flat rate along the way there. So if you want to have a look at your payment systems, if you want to give your payment systems a bit more mojo, give me a call. I'm Nick and I work with Dojo.
Thank you, Nick. Right, that's the end of the 60-second round. May I hand you over to Leanne for the award of the Oscar?
Right, all good as usual, and I'd certainly like the bride then.
I've got more here if anybody knows.
But I think this week I'm going to give it to Vincent for his, if nothing else.
Well, thank you, Leanne. Well done, Vincent. Yes. Right, end of the 60-second round. Next up there, as usual, is Scott with the meeting secretary's report. But as the box has just come round,
Nothing to report other than loads of these, which is good. I haven't counted anything yet.
there you go. You watch out for the blog where the information will be available. Right. 10-minute presentation is coming up. Ben, take it away.
Thank you very much. Well, before I introduce today's speaker, just to give you an update for the upcoming weeks for the rest of the year now. So, from the 1st of December, Jane will be doing the 10-minute presentation, and the education provided by Mr. Paul Booth. On the 8th of December, which is officially the Christmas jumper day there as well, Paul will be doing the 10 minutes there, and Hannah will be giving us her first education slot. And then the last meeting of the year will be the 15th. We haven't got a 10-minute speaker there, but we will be doing something fun for you to do, and I'll be doing the ed slot that day. And then going into January, the first one back will probably be the 5th, where Scott will be doing the 10 minutes and I'll be doing the education slot that day. When it is your turn to do the 10 minutes, please go to the EBF website and get their bio sheet a day or two beforehand. If you can't do the ed slot in 10 minutes, please let me know as soon as possible. We'll do our best to swap things around. And we will be updating the calendar, so you can keep an eye on the 10 minutes, planned for at least probably the next 6 months. So that said, today's speaker did go to the give me the bio sheets, because today we have, for the first time, we have Leanne. And Leanne's business name is Brooklyn Interiors, of which she's the designer and the owner. The nature of her business is interior design, putting the vavavoom back in your room. Business location is Hatfield, Peveril, and areas covered sort of all over the place, but within the UK or within Essex, within the UK. Been in the business 2 years, and her previous job was a legal PA and a secretarial manager. Now, married to Paul, 2 children, Thomas and Natalie. Got 2 dogs and 2 guinea pigs. Now, her hobbies are eating, drinking, cinema, and watching renovation programs. Other interests, as well, we saw about this, was holidays and theme parks. And hometown is Brentwood, but currently in Hatfield, Peveril. Now, Leanne's burning desire is to drive an HGV. And something we don't know about Leanne is that she used to ballroom dance. And her key to success is being friendly, open, and having a passion for what you do. So, for the first time, please welcome Leanne.
Morning, everyone. Sorry, I don't have a laptop, so you're going to have to look at pages. I hope everybody can see, and I'll try to make them as big as possible. So, we'll start. So who am I? So I'm a wife to Paul and a mum to 2 pretty awesome kids. Excuse me, so nervous. We have two dogs, Missy the Beagle and Buddy, and this is them in my office guarding me. As you can see, they're really busy. I have always loved interior design. I studied professional interior design with the National Design Academy. My husband and I have renovated many properties over the years, from simple painting walls to complete remodels. So I'm used to makeshift kitchens with just a microwave and a camping stone and washing up in the bath. I've also helped family and friends with their transformations over the years. So my why? Well, it's because I love interior design, it is my passion, but it's also for my family. I love being able to do the hours that I want and be there for my children when they get home. So, and I want to show them that if you can put your mind to something, you can achieve anything. It's an amazing feeling when the client is really happy with their space. Comments like, I would never have thought of this, or I would never have made it look like this, is fantastic. And it's about creating that wow. So, what is interior design? Well, interior design is not just about pretty cushions and paint samples. It's enhancing the interior, seeing the potential and knowing what should work. How to make a space feel larger or cosier, and how best to use that space. It's practicality, comfort and designing in response to the client's needs, function and task. Planning, researching, coordinating, communicating and finally completing the design and turning your house into a home. So how do I achieve that? Well, it's with a design consultation. So every great design starts with a design consultation. This can be a Zoom call if you're not drivable, or a face-to-face meeting at the property where I spend time getting to know my clients, their likes and their dislikes, their hobbies, their lifestyle, and understanding their style and their needs. Anything that will help me create a home for them that is unique. So, what do I do? This is where I'm going to hand out some things that I can't show you on the screen, some handouts. I'll do some that way. So, I have mood boards, which are providing the client with visuals so they can get a look and feel of the room. I design window treatments, so I suggest what would work with window coverings and materials. To scale floor plans, so exactly as they say on the tin, a floor plan with options for layout and finding out what will work and will not work. Lighting plans, so I suggest position of lighting to create drama and effect in a room. These can also be given to the electrician to get the work done. Lighting is so important to a space and it does get forgotten, and lighting can make or break a design. I can design bespoke furniture or suggest options on how to repurpose a piece of furniture. Visualizations, these are 3D plans put together to help the client visualise the final design. There is a picture of that in the round. Sourcing furniture and accessories, and this can be done as a shopping list. So I provide you with a shopping list with links and how to put accessories and how to lay them out. Or I can buy it all for you. I do love spending money. Sourcing, dressing the room, so I finalise the room, I dress it, I stage it, so that everything is as per I've designed it. Shopping list, and then advice on how to dress the room. If you have got the shopping list option, I do give you advice on how to lay out, how to dress shelves, how to put books, etc., etc. And I will coordinate trades for you. So if you just haven't got the time, or some people don't like dealing with trades, I can deal with the trades, I can speak to them, and I can get them in to do the job. So everything you need to get this work done. So the benefits of working with me. I have experience in renovation with my own properties and helping others, and I have the knowledge. I know the minimum requirements needed when planning a space with a home. I have fresh ideas, so I can be a fresh pair of eyes on the space, and I can come up with ideas that perhaps you have not thought about for whatever reason. Budget. There are many ways I can help with your budget, and I can keep you on track with your budget. I know which products to use for you, and which products to use, and I can see where items can be repurposed, saving money, and I pass on trade discounts, so I can help your budget go further. and I can also stop you from making costly mistakes. So, do you have to be mega rich to hire an interior designer? Definitely not. I have a package to suit all types of budgets, from simple design advice to a design package where I give you all the information within the shopping list so that you can go and implement the design yourself. So, or I can do the lot, so from start to finish, so that you can walk in the room and you can start living your life. So, who are my ideal clients? Well, they're homeowners who want to invest in their home. A family who need a home that works hard for them and will grow with them, to keep them organised and stress-free, yet still look amazing. Functionality does not have to be boring. Professionals. Many are still working from home and may continue to do so, so they need a space that is multifunctional, somewhere to work, and have a professional background for Zoom calls. Somewhere to entertain and have friends, but also somewhere to relax and switch off. Someone who is about to embark on a big renovation or extension and who needs advice on how to maximise the new space, but also tied in with the original building. And anyone who wants a home with the wow factor. So there's also testimonials going around and you have a quick read, and that's the end of them. So any questions?
What are going to be the 2023 trends for our homes?
It's still colour, but not as bold. So this year was sort of actually quite bright pinks and bright oranges. They are toning it down a little bit, so it's more sandy colours. But yeah, they're toning down the colour, but it's still quite a lot of colour. And I don't think the dark blues are going to go just yet. People are still asking for quite dark blues, sort of dark blues and greens.
Just a quick word. Where did Brooklyn come from? Brooklyn Interiors?
Well, it's the name of my house. When I started this, I wasn't sure Leanne Riggs and Interiors was quite right. So I was just thinking, my husband said, well, why don't you just name it after the house? That's what it is. Very good. Oh, sorry, Paul.
That's all right. Do you find that women are a lot fussier than men in terms of making decisions? Men just say yes, it's complicated. Women sort of take a lot longer.
Yes, probably. I mean, most of my clients have been quite easy. They've gone along with whatever I've suggested. But yeah, I think women have more of an idea of what they want, and the men are just like guided.
Yeah.
But I've had couples where they can't agree. So you sort of have to be a marriage counsellor. But we get there in the end. Yeah.
Without asking you your rates, because I don't want to put you on the spot there, but can you tell me how the pricing, how do your clients pay for your services? Do they a consultation fee, or is it a percentage on a project, or how do you?
So my starting price is £200. So that's for a consultation. So that's for a consultation up to 2 hours in the home or via Zoom, and then you have to walk around and show me everything. So I sit there and I discuss it with you. You tell me all about what you want, and then I can give design ideas and design colours. And if after that you want to instruct me further to do more work for you, then that price comes off that bill. But if that's it, you don't want any more, then what I do is I put all our discussion into a document with the ideas, with the suggested colours, with suggested layout, in one document, and that's yours to keep.
You said you coordinate trades. Do you have a good upholsterer and furniture restorer?
Yes.
You can't volunteer for that job then, Terry.
I could try.
Leanne, thank you very much indeed. Leanne, before you get too comfortable, if you could do the running for us, and we'll start with Paul, and we'll work round.
Yeah, really good. First one, you weren't nervous at all. Thank you. And well done, Ben, on his edge lots. Sorry, well done.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
Very slung jeans.
See you again. So it's one of those. I like that. Yeah, very, very good, very interesting. And I know you announced things about that seems to go away very well. Just one thing from me. If anyone knows of any web designers, my usual guys turned down my latest project.
Well done, Leanne. Well done, Ben. It's all been great. I've got 4 referrals to Paul Bird, but he's on the episode. My guest of last week is going to join, he says. He can't make it this week, so hopefully he'll be back next week. Also, I've invited an architect from Ongo, who's gave me a phone call and asked him to go through the whole thing with him. So I told him I really sold it.
We're not coming there.
Give him a discount, no.
So he should be here next week, hopefully. We'll see.
Good, well done.
Thank you. Now it's good to listen to something that's really creative. Well done, Ben, and Toby, welcome to the MLP.
Thank you. Great to have you, Leanne. Really interesting. I know that we've had a chat before, so I'm sure that we'll be working together at some point. Excellent, Ben. I was listening, and yeah, it just shows how little you actually listen. No questions, right? Great meeting as usual.
Really good. I always still get nervous at the beginning and it just carries on flowing. I know somebody that makes curtains and does lampshades and everything.
Yeah.
So I'll be seeing my client on Wednesday next week, so I'll get the details from her because she's had this woman in. So I'll get the details, so it might be handy.
Yeah.
Good head stop. And then on
For a 10p.
thanks for the money from Neil and for Terry. I'll see you all next week. Oh, welcome here.
Yeah, great to meet you. Really interesting. I've got a one-to-ones with Jane and Scott. Scott, we went airsoft and it was brilliant. Whoever you missed a good day. And Jane, we went to an exhibition together. That's brilliant. I've got a referral for Jane for some brownies. So we're going to send that after Christmas. And another referral for Jane from Glenn to his in-laws for PTs. And I was going to do a referral for you, Nick, but I couldn't because they'd already got your system.
Oh, right, fair enough.
The Black Mayfield's Bakery.
Okay.
That's brilliant, yeah. Fantastic. I'll write it, and if I can ever convince my Rogers to give me a mortgage, I'll give you some. That's the other part. The referral for Matt. And brilliant. To Toby.
10 minutes to have some more creative people in the room. Excellent, that's not. And welcome back. I have a one-to-one with Paul Booth and Scott. A referral from Mike. And a referral to Scott as well. Domicile. Yep.
Excellent meeting as always. Good head start, didn't listen, but sure. And fantastic team as well done. I said you were nervous, but you absolutely passion really showed through, so really well done. And I've got a thank you for the money to Scott. This is for a long overdue invoice from a former client. And I'm going to put a thank you for the money in as well for Terry, who had a chat with him and gave me some advice on what to do. As a result, the client ended up paying me some interest and some charges, which wouldn't have happened without a friendly word of advice from Terry. So thank you, that's very much appreciated. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
Excellent first 10 minutes. Really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. That was really good. Hannah, I went and saw a client this week. Howard was going to take it because it's his brother-in-law. They're interested in social media management, but it will be kind of through me helping to manage it. We'll have a chat.
He already called me. We're already doing it. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Good stuff. Terrific.
Thank you.
Had a one-to-one with Howard this week and an excellent day spent with John and Blake. shooting stuff, but we turned it into a one-to-one. We did a little bit of chat about business as well. Honestly, it was really good. And just while I'm on my feet, following from Ben's piece about Christmas Jumper Day, the official day is the Save the Children Christmas Jumper Day is on the 8th of December. They're suggesting that £2 is paid and donated to Save the Children. I think we should call it a £5. Yeah. £5 each, we'll collect it and donate it across to Save the Children Fund. If you think that would be a smart thing to do, physical £5 note would be brilliant in a jar, and then one of us can go and donate that across. There we go. Thank you. Whether you wear a jumper or not, £5. In fact, it's 15 if you don't wear it.
All of those with piggy banks, go for it. Leanne, thank you very much. Very well done. I've got a referral for John Freeman. He's not here, so I will deal with him direct on that. And I attended Jane's Synergy meeting last week, which was very good, very useful. As always, we always get something out of it. We got quite a bit, so thanks for that, and thanks for the follow-up note for everybody, which was really useful. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, brilliant. You have nothing to be nervous about as well, so you obviously know your stuff inside out and extremely good and extremely passionate about what you do, so fantastic, well done. Got a thank you for the money there from Mike. They're from a Facebook inquiry, wasn't it? That spoke to last week. Got a small referral there for Auntie Jane. Nick, thank you very much for coming. As I said earlier, I passed on. Passed on your details to somebody, so looking for card machines, so hopefully they'll get in contact as well. Great meeting, see you next week.
Excellent. Well, thanks everyone for being so welcoming again. I did collect everyone's business cards last time I was here, and many of you may have noticed me trying to connect with you on LinkedIn, so I have you all on LinkedIn. You guys are on my mind as I'm kind of travelling around business to business. So thank you for that. And if anyone wants a review or knows anyone that wants to have a look at card machines, give me a shout. Thank you.
Yeah, great 10 minutes, Leanne. I think your love and your passion for what you do really shows through. Thank you for returning your success analysis. Great head slot. Ben Paul took my jokes, so I did it. Can't remember it, but I listened. Remembering, as some of us know, gets difficult as you get older. I have got a referral that I gave to Hannah earlier in the week, and a thank you for the money for my I think that's it. Yes.
Well done, Leanne. Excellent. My wife would absolutely love you. I'm not telling you joy. No. I've got a 10 for Tina. I like chocolate. And a referral for Tina.
Thank you.
One for Jane, somebody who's not looking to health insurance. And yeah, excellent. Synergy meeting last week, Jane. Really good turnout. The time seems to be working, doesn't it?
Yes.
So well done. That's great. And it's good to see Nick, and hopefully this is an application. I'd like to see. Thank you.
Great meeting as always, great head slot, amazing 10 minutes, I find all of that really really good. Very good. Thank you for the referral, Scott and Jane. Hopefully that turns into something. I have a referral for Jane, and I'll see you all next week.
How nice, thank you. So I really enjoyed that, Leanne, and anybody who has a one-to-one with her is infused with her enthusiasm for this and knows that you're in good hands. I'd love to get you around my house. I feel I'm going to have to tidy it first. Give me a chance. So we had a one-to-one, which was great. Thank you very much. John Hammond, my lovely John, and his son Blake. Shall I say the job here, Hannah? A one-to-one. Emma and I also had a one-to-one this week, which was fabulous, but she's not here. Yes, the business to consumer synergy group, I'm just recording that. It was good. We were talking about what we might not know about each other. And so, for example, Tina emphasised this tagline of hers, I'm not just a 9 to 5. Sometimes she's working 10:30 at night, solving a problem that she's seen coming up for the next day. And really, the other VAs stop at 5. And if there's an emergency after that, you're scuppered. And so it was really good to know the difference that we can all make. So if you can make those B2C synergy meetings, please do. This should have gone into the green box, if you wouldn't mind. Thank you so much. And then lastly, Ben, is it true or false that I enjoyed your introductory talk today?
I don't know, I wouldn't know the answer to that. Can't say.
And lastly, Nick, if you're able to come next week, please bring the machine. My husband's the decision maker on that, and he'll be here next week. Thank you.
The hands are coming.
Sorry?
Roger's hands are coming.
Oh, you get my hands.
That means you're going to get food.
Am I going to have to blur his face out? Just the hands.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody. I had a one-to-one with Jane and I was at the only briefly, sorry, last week. Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Again, before you sit down, should we have a little draw?
Yes, do it.
Terry, would you like my tea?
Sorry. The winner is Matt Barry.
Three reasons I don't get
Shall we make room?
Well done, Leanne. Thank you very much for doing the running. Paul isn't with us, so everybody's kindly sending up these forms to me. Did that lot get down to that
That's
end?
here, I've got it here.
That's great. If you can get those together for me, it'll help because I'm in charge of tidying up at the end. Right. The sun's shining. I'm about to send you on your way, but as usual, anybody wants to make any announcements? Stuart.
So we might want the World Cup sweepstake update.
Yes.
Everybody's still in. This team now would be disappointed with Germany's loss.
That don't bother me at all.
That's not the idea. That's not how this works.
You're devastated.
I am so upset, that's why I lost my car keys.
I can imagine. And what did that? I wasn't saying that. Melissa, but it just shows the game. Everyone's still in it.
Canada's out.
Right. Okay. One update. Anybody else? No.
Oh, yes, please, sorry.
Yes, stand up.
She's standing.
No, I'm standing up now. Regarding the email that was sent round from Scott about doing, like we've got diary, can I have everybody's birthdays?
First June.
I've got yours. So I can add it to the diary? Yeah, you're already in the diary, so I'm
Right. Okay. So what do I do? Bring you an email with
yeah, just the date and the month.
You're in already.
Yeah.
Excellent. Who won the Formula One sweepstake? No,
One Jamie Bugger, a friend of mine that some of you know, Don Foley, managed to draw Max Verstappen and Red Bull. He won both. So, yes.
So dull.
So bloody dull. Yeah, I know.
Ben.
Yeah, just if I can get Leanne, Mike, and Aidan, if you can email me your full addresses, just so I can get the taxi.
Okay, so it's your Christmas too. Yeah. Okay. Right. That's it. It's nice to see you all. I'm sending you out into sunshine. It won't last for the whole day, so make the most of it. And I definitely look forward to seeing you all next week.